All right, guys, welcome back over here to Summit Sunrise. We've got Dr. Paul Redpath joining us, and we are going to be talking about wisdom teeth today. I actually just stopped into their clinic recently for my teeth cleaning, and your lovely assistant, Becca, got me all fixed up for the year. So, aside from that, though, the topic of wisdom teeth actually did come up because I have actually had mine removed. But, to be honest, that happened when I was in high school, and I don't even know why they were removed or much about all of that in general. So, starting off, why do we have wisdom teeth?
Yeah, so wisdom teeth are like almost a vestigial organ that we have from ancestors. We had much larger jaws, early human ancestors, and we needed to chew a lot more plant matter, and so we had that extra tooth to be able to really chew things up well.
So now that we
have smaller jaws now.
Humanity is kind of evolved to our new diet.
We're good. Just hamburgers and
right?
that's many teeth.
So, as they get removed, though, how does that process work? When is that determined that it's necessary to pull them out? I mean, obviously, as we're kids, our facial structure is growing, our whole body's growing, and our bodies are kind of adapting to that as well.
Yeah, so it's something where not everybody has wisdom teeth. It's something like 35% of people, it's the most common tooth to not even be there. So that's the best, is when somebody just doesn't have it. They're even more wise and more evolved because they don't even have to worry about it. I had my wisdom teeth, you did. Your other co-host last week, he had his wisdom teeth out just last week. And it's something that, why do we need to remove them? It's really just that there's not enough room. So we used to have room, now we don't. About 85% of people have their wisdom teeth out. And so it's something that can cause lots of problems for many reasons.
So ideally, once you're kind of in your more earlier developing years, like you mentioned, in your teenage years, that's kind of an ideal time to get them removed. That way, as the rest of your body's growing, your teeth don't have to catch up with you later on in life.
Yeah. So usually when I see kids come in around, girls usually earlier, they develop quicker, but usually around age 15. It's earlier than I think what most people think is like age 18. And that's like when you definitely need to have them out. But if you're a little bit earlier, like 15, 16, 17, the roots haven't fully developed. And so it's much easier to go ahead and get those teeth out before they start to just be more of a problem, and they can knock into other teeth and cause infections and all sorts of different things. Some people, they don't even come out. They'll just stay under the gum.
Oh, wow.
And those ones I'll usually monitor. And if they haven't developed sometimes they can form like a cyst over time. I had a patient just last week, and he had his wisdom tooth, and it was like, there was a huge cyst, and he's like 50, 60, and it was just something that, happens sometimes. But
and at that point, it's, kind of a little bit riskier to remove the tooth rather than when it would have been maybe a little safer once it was earlier on in life.
Yeah, and once the roots are developed, they can actually sometimes wrap around the nerve. There's a nerve that goes through the bottom of and gives a sensation to our lip and our teeth. And trying to remove it once the roots are like wrapped around the nerve is a lot more risky. And so the earlier, before the roots are out, in the nerve or anything like that, just get those out. Don't even worry. Like the ability for kids also to heal faster is like incredible.
True. Yeah.
They'll get them out, and like a week later, they're completely fine. As an adult, when you're like 30, the risk is just much higher, and it's just, not as fun, the recovery.
Yeah. So, the older we get, the harder it is to recover from anything,
be
really.
Be wise and just remove them when you're young, and then you'll be like much happier later.
I would imagine too, for anyone that had kind of a smaller frame of mouth, if they had too many teeth, that might cause like jaw clenching issues too, like how they, how your teeth grip together. Would that be a problem that could arise?
I have had it where so the tooth won't come in all the way, and there'll still be some gum like covering part of it. And then people will be chewing stuff, and they're chewing on that piece of gum, and that's what I typically will see that's when people definitely have them out is because they're having a lot of pain with chewing on that piece of gum tissue that's not really coming off of the tooth, and that's when they're like, oh, my wisdom teeth need to come out. But
otherwise
if you're
things
like
start
young,
shifting.
yeah, you can start shifting. There's just, sometimes you have your dad's like this and he's got big teeth, and your mom's like this, and you get her mouth with his teeth and you got like these big teeth and they don't fit well. So
Just like
yeah,
complicated genetic combo going on in there.
it'll make it so much easier. Just like this is mostly for parents, I would say, is
Right.
like when their kids are like age 15, 16, start thinking about having those wisdom teeth out. It'll just set them up for life. They'll be much happier and they won't have to worry about it later on. And like your co-host last week, I don't even know where he is. He's gone. Like he probably needs a couple weeks off.
Yeah. So it's not fun, guys. Get it taken care of now, and then it won't be as bad later on down the road. And hopefully, take care of some of those preventative things that you might have to deal with as an adult. So, and you guys you can take care of that at Dillon Ridge Family Dental.
I was just gonna say, Dr. Haglund. So it's mainly gonna be an oral surgeon.
Okay.
Because there's just a higher risk, and they do it day in and day out.
Sure.
So Dr. Carl Haglund. There's also Dr. McLean. He's over in Dillon, and I believe there might be someone else, but I don't remember. They might work with another general dentist in Silverthorne, but yeah, go to an oral surgeon.
Sure.
You'll be so much better. They could put you to sleep. You'll wake up like that kid David at the dentist, like he was just like, is life real? And then you can have a funny video.
Exactly.
It'll be a good experience.
And then for just general teeth cleaning and checkups, you can take a look at that and at least kind of gauge, if somebody might need that taken care of.
We're always the first step. Like we'll tell people, hey, you need these out, and then we can refer you as needed to whoever you need to go to.
Awesome. And I know Dillon Ridge Family Dental is just up the road over in Dillon, but for folks that haven't stopped in yet, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so we're right by the City Market gas station in Dillon. Come on in. We'll take great care of you, and we do a comprehensive exam and look at everything. And we're just trying to reduce the amount of problems that come up down the line.
Absolutely. So get it taken care of now. Don't skip out on your dental checkups, you guys. Got to keep those pearly whites in your mouth, right? Only remove the wisdom teeth, not the rest of the teeth later on. So hopefully you don't have to deal with that. Well, thanks for stopping by. That was Dr. Paul Redpath from the Dillon Ridge Family Dental.